Hello everyone, and welcome back to iAngelBabyNails channel. This is Angel Baby coming at you with another video, and this time I'm gonna be doing a fill, and it is gonna be some pride nails. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take out the bling with my cuticle nipper, and if you cannot take all the bling off with the cuticle nipper, you can always go back in with your drill and you can use your safety bit to remove the bling. A lot of the times I do struggle removing all the bling because I do use amazing products that keep the bling on, so sometimes I find it hard to remove the bling, but hey, it happens. Also, make sure you guys are sanitizing your implements, that is your cuticle nipper, your cuticle pusher, and your nail cutter. And as you can see right there, I was struggling to take out her 3D. Alright, so now I'm drilling off the 3D, and make sure at this point you are being very careful because you can burn the client because the drill gets extremely hot. And if it does not come off with the drill, you can go back in with the nipper, go back to drill. You can take turns with it, and eventually it will remove. So now I'm removing the gel polish off her nails. And as I'm removing the gel off her nails, you're going to see some blue, and that's because in other sets I have used the color acrylic and we did cover it up with the polish. So you will later on see that as I remove the gel polish off her nails. Again, I will be making a video very soon on how I clean, sanitize, and disinfect my implements and showing you guys how to do it. So that video will be up soon. Also, I do use my safety bit because it is more coarse and it does remove the gel polish faster than any other one that I've used. So it is really good. And this drill is by Melody Susie, and the drill bit it's from McCart. Also, I want to take this time as we are watching me remove the gel. I want to take this time to tell you guys about my uniform that I have on. Even though it is my business and everything, I like to wear all black. I like to wear my scrubs because it is really comfortable. I really believe in working with some comfortable clothes because, you know, it is a time where you guys are working for hours and you want to, you know, be as comfortable as you can. So this is just what I prefer to wear. You don't have to. It is all black. It is scrubs, and I just love it. And of course I wear my Versace apron because I don't like dust all over me. So that's why I wear my apron. And you guys will see and or notice that I do not have any nails on right now because I did remove my old set, and I do have nails on currently, but just not in the video. So don't judge me on that because I always have nails on, always. It's just I didn't have time to do my nails because I had many clients, so at the time I didn't have any time. So alrighty, so now I'm gonna take my alcohol and spray the nails. I always love to spray alcohol because it disinfects the nails, because you never know what your client may have touched, or I just love to be very clean, and what you touched or whatever, it's just a way of cleaning. And I'm sorry that my alcohol bottle is right in front of the camera. I didn't notice that till later on, so I apologize. Anyways, so now I'm going with my 150 OPI file, and I am filing the nails. Usually I do this after I fill in the nails. It's just coffin gets rounded after a while when I come back for the fill, and I like to be very sharp and crisp, so that's why I filed it before I filled it in. I do get my OPI files from my local supply store. Not everybody carries it. Honestly, one of them that's pretty far from where I stay has it. So, and that too is getting really difficult because it's like they're not selling it anymore. But I just love getting these files. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my sanding bit, and remember, I always say to remove each sanding bit for each client. Make sure it's a brand new one for sanitary reasons. And we're gonna remove the shine off the natural nail. And the reason why we remove the shine off the natural nail is because our natural nails produce oil, and oil and acrylic do not stick together and it will pop off. So make sure that you're doing this part because it's really important. And this part is called the prepping part, and the prepping is so important because if you do not prep the nails correctly, you will get lifting, you will get missing nails, broken nails, etc. There's a lot of things that can cause lifting, a lot. So the steps that I use shortens that chance of lifting or breaking or removing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my number 12 brush and my OPI color acrylic system. So now, as you can see, I'm using multiple colors. I'm using a green, a blue, a yellow, a pink, and a purple. So basically I'm just freestyling, honestly. I just picked these colors just to freestyle. And on this pinky I am doing an ombre effect with a blue, with the green, and a pink. Now the blue and the purple are from Mia's Secret. They're from the Aladdin collection. And then the rest are glow in the dark color acrylic that I mixed up. And my brush is a number 12 Kolinksy brush. And I do use OPI System. That is the powder and the monomer. Now in this part, you must make sure you are blending correct. Some colors do not blend good, so you have to go back in with another color. But make sure you are blending very well. Because one thing that really bothers me about some nail techs is that they do not blend it correctly, and it just irks me. I'm sorry. One of my pet peeves. And also you want to go back and encapsulate that with your clear acrylic. And the reason why we encapsulate it, because when we go back in with the drill, we don't want that ombre to remove or any color acrylic to be removed. And what made it very helpful was she already had, on some nails, she already had blue. So it blended very well. And it was a different blue than the blue that I'm using. But it popped. It made the color pop out. Now on this ring finger, I am doing like a rainbow ombre effect. So even though you guys can't really see it, but what I'm doing, I'm taking each color. I'm starting from the free edge and going up, and you can see me moving my brush up, patting it down, and also blending it. Okay, so now I'm going back in with my clear, and I am going to be encapsulating that. And as soon as you encapsulate it, it really becomes an ombre. And she did have a little bit of glitter from the last set that she done, so it made the rainbow ombre even more pop out. Now on this middle finger, I am going to be doing a clear, and then I'm going to go back in with my yellow powder, and I am going to be creating a 3D line in the center. And as you can see, I do move the nail around a lot to make sure that your nail is not missing any acrylic, it's shaped right. It's how it's supposed to be shaped. It's like a hill to me, and that's basically, you know, from the cuticle down, if that makes sense. Now as you can see, I'm doing my yellow. I put a little bit, and I'm going side by side to make the straight line, and then I'm going to be patting it down. So it basically is a 3D color acrylic, and but it's just a straight line. Now we'll go back to that nail to encapsulate it, but I'm making sure it is dried. On the pointer finger, I am taking this Aladdin blue, and this blue is everything, you guys. It's everything. The Aladdin collection is so pretty, and of course I'm Indian, so I love Aladdin, so that's why I chose to buy it. I really don't buy color acrylic, ready-made color acrylic, because I like to make my own. But when I saw this, I was like, yes, just because it's Aladdin, even though I could have made it myself, but you know, I figured it's Aladdin, so why not? Now I did take the purple and I blended it because the blue was not really blending as I wanted it to, so that's why I took the purple and I made it blend in with that, and it worked so perfectly. Now I'm going back with my clear and I am going to be encapsulating the nail that I said I would go back to. Now on this thumb, I am going to be putting multiple colors, make it look like a rainbow. And I'm just grabbing each and every single one, blending, blending, blending. I go back in with the pink, with the purple, with the blue, with the yellow, and the green. So it's just a bunch of colors, and it made that rainbow effect ombre. Now with the other hand, I did it a little slightly different, but it is the same concept. So on this pinky, I am doing the ombre effect, but it's going to be different colors. It's going to be the ALADDIN blue, the ALADDIN purple, and it really looked like a unicorn nail. And the pink, and pink and blue make purple, so that's why I made it look like the unicorn nail. So now with this ring finger, I'm going to be doing the same thing, rainbow ombre effect, but it's going to be different mix of colors, the same colors, but just a different mix than the other one. And like I said, you're going to grab a bead, you're going to place it at the free edge, and then continue up and blend. Blend as you can pat it down on the side. Once you get used to using your brush, you will know how to blend it. That's the best way how to describe it. When you're comfortable with your brush, you know exactly how to do it. It just comes to it just comes naturally. That's how I can describe it. Like, that's why I love my number 12 Kolinksy brush. I would not change it for any other brush, even though I'm trying to go back to using a number 20. That is the big brush, but I highly doubt I'll go back to using it. I just love using my number 12 brush, especially for things like this. It's like to me, it's the perfect size. It's not too small and it's not too big, because I do not like small brushes, because the smaller the brush, the smaller the bead that it can pick up. Now I'm going on my clear and I am going to be encapsulating it. Again, it's not really clear, my acrylic. It's pink. It's a natural pink, but it's pretty clear. But it's so natural, and that's why I like it, because your natural nails are pink. They're not that clear. So that's why I like to use this. And it is by OPI. My acrylic system is only OPI. Now with this middle finger, I am going to be filling it with clear, and then I'm going to go back in with the green to make that line like I did with the other hand, but the other one was yellow and this one gonna be green. But I'm so sorry, the camera was not recording it while I did it, but it's the same concept. Take the bead, place it by the cuticles, and just drag it down by side. Now with this index finger, I'm gonna go with the blue, and then I'm gonna go with the purple. Now with this thumb, I am going to be doing the rainbow effect ombre. And then I'm going to go my clear and then encapsulate it. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go with my medium coarse drill bit, and I do use a gold one, and I am going to be drilling the acrylic to make it very smooth. And if you apply your acrylic right, you don't have to drill that much. But I like to give that sharp, crisp look, as always, so that's why I'm going back in my drill. And honestly, I find myself personally, based off of experience, that after I do my acrylic application, it goes super fast with my filing, my drilling, and my buffing. And don't worry if you're not super fast. It does take time, and as you go on, practice does make perfect. I know it's a saying that you heard a million times, but it's so true that practice does make perfect, because not every nail tech started off so perfect. I know you want to get to that level, but it does take time, and it does take patience and practice. And you will surprise yourself how great you can be once you get the hang of it. Because even though I'm 10 years in the game, I surprise myself all the time with every set that I do. Okay, so after that, I'm going to take my buffer and I'm going to buff out the nail, smooth it out. Make sure you run your finger across the nail after you finish buffing it to make sure it is smooth, because if you do not, it can show lines and marks from when you apply the polish. So make sure it is very smooth. And I also like to go underneath the nails after I buff the top. I like to also make sure on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going back with this red polish that is honestly, I do not know the name of it. It's a certain brand. I think it's called Cisco or something like that. It's a not very known brand, but where I get my supplies from, my local nail supply store, the owner wanted me to test out this product to see if it's good, and this red is my favorite red out of all 300 polishes that I have. This red is everything. It's like one coat and you have a lot of pigment, and it's crazy because it's not D&D, it's not OPI, and some of the OPI and D&D you have to add a lot of coats, but this one, it is the best. I love this red. It's like my go-to red. So I'm going back in with the second coat. Make sure you are curing this for 30 seconds. And I do use a Cura Sky lamp. I love my lamp. And this 3D green and yellow is everything in the middle. It is so cute. The reason why I went back in with a red, because it is Pride Nails and I did want red to be included, and I didn't add the red acrylic, so that's why I went back in with a red polish. So right here I am writing out with my acrylic paint. I do have a lot of acrylic paint that you can use. I took out a lot of colors. I didn't know what I was doing just yet, so but I only used a red and the black. So this one I am writing, you know, different words for Pride Nails. Like that one said no hate, and then this one said all love with the heart. So it came out so pretty and cute. And I do use this little well, I guess a little pointer. I don't know how to describe this tool, because I did buy this tool from my local supply store a long time ago, and I use it as my writing tool. You can use a dotting tool, anything to write out what you want to write out. I feel like it's better than a designer brush in some cases. So, but you have to have a steady hand for this. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Jenny Secrets. That is Cardi B's Nail Tech glue, and I am going to be using it to lay down my Swarovski crystals. And here I just freestyle. I put on a couple of the nails. I didn't want it to put too much because it already had a lot of designs in it. So what you do is you add step 1, which is the glue. Then you place the stones with your wax pencil, and then you put step number 2 that seals in the stones. Now you do want to apply this quick because it does dry super fast. That's another tip. Okay, so now I'm going to take my IBD clear, and I am going to be polishing the nails with my clear coat. And usually when I do nails, I know this is a step-by-step process. Sometimes I, do this step all the way last till I finish putting on the stones. Sometimes I put it right after I put the stones and then do the other hand. I do different methods. I don't want to keep doing the same routine because it does get boring. So if you're seeing my videos, I do some things differently. that's how I am. But the prepping and everything, that's always gonna be the same. But when it comes to the bling, when it comes to the top coat, when it comes to the designs, you'll see me do different steps at different times, because I do not want to get bored with the same routine. Here I go once again. You place the glue, you place the gems, then you seal it with step number 2. And again, this is Jenny's Secret that I use by Cardi B's Nail Tech. So it is amazing quality products. I sound so dramatic when I said that, but it's true. I love my products. I work hard for my products, and I believe as a nail tech, nail artist, business owner, that you should always have good products, because the best products comes out the best nails. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go back in my IBD top coat, and I am going to be polishing the top coat on the nails. And of course, I love this top coat because it gives that glass look. And you have to cure it for about 60 seconds, but I do 90 seconds. But it's up to you, 60 or 90, it does not matter. And again, my lamp is by Kira Sky. I love my lamp. Out of all the lamps I use it throughout the years, it's just been the best lamp. Alrighty, and here is the final look. It turned out so pretty. No hate, all love, Pride Nails. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get the notifications. Thank you for watching.